so much nature and soft snow and trees. It's so beautiful.
Visiting Norway has always been our biggest dream. It's a country that sat right at the top of our bucket list. So when we finally arrived in Oslo, we had high hopes. But what we discovered surpassed even our already lofty expectations.
Wow.
You might not know about this place unless you live in the capital or nearby. Even then, you may not have heard of it. But you need to know. 1 minute, you're in the hustle and bustle of a thriving city. The next, you can find yourself surrounded by incredible scenery like this. Just 45 minutes away from the city centre at the end of the metro line lies what in our opinion is Oslo's best hidden gem.
The most beautiful metro journey you can possibly imagine.
Overlooking Oslo and the city's fjords, the ride up is absolutely incredible. But the reward when you arrive is even better. With sledging...
This is one of the most exhilarating things we've ever done. This thing is rapid, look.
It's crazy.
Some beautiful hiking routes.
Marnie, would you rate this walk out of 10? A big fat 10.
And a feeling of pure winter wonderland bliss. So, first things first, let's just bring you up to speed with how we got here to Oslo. It's been quite the journey so far, and Norway is the 6th country in 10 days that we've set foot in. Our route started in Riga in Latvia and has since taken us to Tallinn in Estonia, Helsinki in Finland, Stockholm in Sweden, and Copenhagen in Denmark. From there, we took an 8-hour coach ride from the Danish capital to Oslo with Via's Bus for You service. Most of us are probably familiar with Oslo's iconic landmarks, such as the Royal Palace, home to the Norwegian monarchy, Oslo Cathedral, an impressive architectural feat built more than 300 years ago in the late 1600s, Akershus Fortress, a medieval castle built to protect the city and provide royal residence in the Middle Ages that has since been used as a military base, prison, and now as the Prime Minister's temporary office. And of course the iconic Opera House, known for its unique design that allows people to walk along the roof and is striking both by day and by night. But a short trip away from this busy metropolis that is famous for its modern style is a completely contrasting experience surrounded by untouched snow and stunning nature. So what is this hidden gem that we talk of? Well, right at the end of Oslo's Metro Line 1, tucked away on top of the mountain of Holmenkollen lies Frognerseteren. It's home to a traditional Norwegian cafe, beautiful hiking routes, thick luscious forests and cross-country skiing and sledding areas. All of that comes with the panoramic view of Oslo, its fjords and the sea. The journey there isn't bad either, so let's get going. We boarded Line 1 on the metro at Grønland, and you don't need to change trains at any point to get to Frognerseteren. It just goes all the way there. After we'd set off on our way through the city, we slowly started heading upwards as we climbed the mountains.
It's so pretty, isn't it?
We wanted to capture this train ride because, well, one of the best things about travelling is the journey itself, right?
It's so beautiful. These houses are amazing, aren't they?
We were completely in awe of the scenery and houses along the route.
Wow, then.
Just before we'd arrived in Oslo, we'd been researching what to see and do, but we never thought this kind of experience would be possible so close to the city centre, let alone be accessible on the metro. It feels like it's not somewhere you'd necessarily know about unless you live in Norway's capital or nearby. So that's why we wanted to shout about Frognerseteren, because if you're like us and you enjoy getting away from the city vibe sometimes, then this place is perfect for just that. Another thing we love about it is that it goes to show that Oslo is home to so much more than just your typical urban lifestyle.
Look at that.
And you really don't even have to go that far to find it. As the fjords and the sea peered through the trees and snow-capped roofs of beautiful houses, we were fixated on the stunning views. We passed through Holmenkollen station, where you can also get off to visit the famous 60-metre high ski jump tower and museum. The higher we went, the snow just got thicker and thicker and thicker.
This is insane, man. I've never seen so much snow. The next stop, I think.
Is it?
And less than an hour after leaving Oslo city centre, we found ourselves here in Frognerseteren.
Wow, we made it up to Frognerseteren from Oslo. The most beautiful metro journey you can possibly imagine. And if we thought we had a winterland anywhere else, this is definitely it. So much nature and soft snow and trees. It's so beautiful.
We walked around, took pictures, enjoyed the sound of the pure white snow crunching under our feet, and stopped for a moment just to take in what was in front of us. Then we headed to Café Setestua for lunch.
It's a nice cafe to go and feed up before we go on what's going to be probably the best trek of our lives, and possibly some sledding. This is just stunning. This is definitely a winter wonderland. The trees are all completely white with snow. The snow is really thick, powdery, puffy, untouched snow. And the views are absolutely incredible down over Oslo. And the fjords that come in to the city, this is a kind of pinch yourself moment when you come up to a place like this. Just got to take it all in. It's going to be really hard to film up here because just trying to take all this in and enjoy it really. But yeah, we're just heading down to get a bit of lunch now before we enjoy the rest of the day.
This beautiful traditional timber-made cafe with striking red window frames was first built in 1891, and it has spectacular views over Oslo and the fjords. It lies in the Nordmarka Forest, which is the biggest wilderness region in northern Oslo, making for an incredibly picturesque location. It also serves up traditional filling Norwegian dishes, which was perfect to prepare ourselves for what we were about to do next. Go down the famous Korketrekkeren toboggan run.
Are you ready?
No.
We've just got our helmets and we are ready to rock and roll and go sledding here at Frognerseteren in Norway. It's very cold and Marnie is a little bit worried. It's quite funny. It's going to be so funny. I can't wait. We'll update you when we get to the bottom about how it went.
It's safe to say our pre-sledding nerves quickly turned to pure adrenaline and excitement as we sped down the toboggan run. You can bring your own sleds or hire them from a hut and choose a helmet that fits you. It costs about £10 each for the hire. The slopes are 2 kilometres long and take about 8 to 10 minutes to ride down the 255 metre elevation. You might crash, get stuck or covered in snow like me, but it's all part of the fun.
Hey! Marnie, how are you finding this?
This is scary.
This is one of the most exhilarating things we've ever done. This thing is rapid, look.
That's crazy.
This bit here, come behind us, is just so fast when you come down it. It's really, really hard to slow down as well.
Oh my god, it's crazy!
It is insane.
What makes it even better is that when you get to the bottom of the slopes, you end up at Midtstuen metro station. You can then jump straight on the train back up to Frognerseteren at the top and go down again.
We just got back from a day at Frognerseteren, back to our hostel in Oslo, and I'm just filming this bit because we're still absolutely buzzed off what we just did. It was the most epic experience ever. The metro ride up there is amazing. It's absolutely incredible. You slowly make your way up through the mountains. Some of the houses you see and the views over Oslo, and then the mountains and the trees as you head up on the metro. It's just absolutely beautiful. And with the snow as well, it was just epic. So by the time we got there, we were already like so excited about it. And we had no idea how fun sledding would be. So we went down the first time. I could not learn how to steer it at all. So it was a bit of a nightmare the first time, but we learned in the second time. The second run down was just so fun. And yeah, we can't really put into words how epic it is to go down those slopes in that scenery in somewhere like that. And genuinely one of the best things we've ever done. So I'm filming this now because I did not film much when we were there. Hopefully we're going to go back there tomorrow for a walk to catch some more footage. We did send the drone up as well, so we got some of that. But I was so caught up in the moment, and we were both just so caught up in the moment, that we didn't film much at all, but it was one of the best experiences ever.
As I just mentioned, we did manage to do a bit of filming with the drone, and it really captured the stunning beauty of this place. So we just wanted to also take a moment to show you what we saw from above. We thought Frognerseteren was so beautiful that we even headed straight back up there again the next day for some tea, coffee and cakes, and to enjoy it one last time.
We are back. We loved it so much yesterday that we came back to Frognerseteren, and it's safe to say we're very glad that we came yesterday because it is very misty today. The visibility is really low. You can see behind me, you can barely see further than sort of 100 to 200 metres ahead. So we just came up to the cafe, had a nice little tea and coffee in there, blueberry muffin. It snowed very heavily overnight as well. So everything here is like totally covered in inches and inches of snow now, and it still looks absolutely beautiful. So we're very glad we came back up here, even if it was just for a little walk in the snow and to watch people fall over every 5 minutes, because so many people are slipping over and Marnie slipped over on the way in here. But yeah, still absolutely beautiful. Everyone's falling over in exactly the same spot. But yeah, it's amazing. So incredible to see all the snow this deep. But like I said, very glad that we came here yesterday and did the sledding where you could actually see. Because today, you can't really see very far at all.
Despite the fog, we still had a stunning walk around the forest through the thick snow. It is worth mentioning that if you do want the full experience with the views over Oslo, it's probably best to check the weather forecast before you head up. Nothing stops you from enjoying this beautiful hike though.
Marnie, would you rate this walk out of 10? A big fat 10. I think the guess is 11 or 12, to be honest. Look at the views.
It's hard work.
It is very hard work.
Even though it is a little tough on the legs to trudge through the deep snow, it's 100% worth every bit of effort to enjoy this.
I'm gonna miss this place.
It was time for us to say goodbye to Frognerseteren and Oslo before we head west towards Bergen to explore more of this breathtaking country. If you're coming to Norway, this place should definitely be on your bucket list. Thank you for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to our channel. It's free and it really helps us. Until next time, goodbye.